Today, I'm going to be watching some videos on Instagram. What is it? Reels? Reels or Explore page. Reacting to the Explore page on Instagram. So, mainly fitness focused, right? That's pretty much everything that's on my Instagram. Really, anything that I pay attention to. And I love seeing some of the killer workouts these chicks are putting out. Just quality content all around the board. So, fit chicks seems to be a common trend nowadays. Everybody's lifting. Girls are jacked. They have six packs, diced up. Dudes are just trying to get as lean as possible, crashing their hormones into the fucking gutter at like 17 years old. So we have 17-year-old guys who have probably lower T than their female counterparts, all in the name of shreds. Regardless. So, Instagram Explore page. I have a workout pulled up here right now that I found. And I just want to say first, nothing personal to these ladies, people. We may even find some dudes. Today I really want to just hammer in on the fit chicks because they are probably the least qualified but highest paid profession in the world. So, nothing's personal, right? We're all here to just learn more about fitness. First workout. Shayna Marie B. Try to get some volume here. Okay. Goblet squat to kettlebell lower. And I think this is mainly legs. So leg workout, legs and glutes workout for a slow burn on that lower body. Don't underestimate it. It's a sneaky one. Workouts on her app, of course. Why wouldn't you have an app? So goblet squats. I'll give her a pass. They're not a bad exercise. They are a good exercise. 9 times out of 10, a back squat's better, right? As you can see, I mean, this load is nothing for her. I'm going to give her a pass. It's in her backyard. If you don't have a squat rack, whatever. Goblet squat's fine. Obviously, her load is pretty trash for her. She's doing it easily. So, stimulus. The problem with goblet squats is the stimulus to the body is not high enough. She has what? I think it's like a 25-pound kettlebell. Even if you're holding a 100-pound dumbbell, right? Which is hard enough to hold up there. Gasses you. You can't breathe. It's pressing on your chest. Your legs can still move it, right? It is great on the core. But like I said, it's not a bad exercise, just not the go-to, in my opinion. But every single person, if you go on Instagram, pretty much posting a workout like this is goblet squats first. She has 10 by 3. I hope she means 3 by 10 because if you're doing a 10 by 3 rep scheme with goblet squats, I mean, you got to be doing like a 250-pound dumbbell. The lower part of this exercise that she's doing is stupid, completely unnecessary. It's like a weird bicep curl with a kettlebell that is like hyperextending. She's going to hyperextend her elbow over her knee. I don't know what the lower. Just hold the fucking thing up here, right? Do more reps if it's too easy. Or grab a heavier weight. Sumo squat heel lifts. Combo movements are trash, guys, okay? They're garbage. Do a sumo squat or do a calf raise. What? I mean, a little bit of time under tension at the bottom, right? Little ISO hold. But in reality, you're not even loading your calves anymore with the dumbbells, right? Like, the lever is not loaded on her calves. The dumbbells don't move, right? And there's no stretch. The stretch is the most important part when it comes to hypertrophy. If you're doing calf raises with no stretch, I don't want to say it's defeating the purpose, but it's almost defeating the purpose. Sumo squats, I like them. They're okay. Just don't combine them. Knee stand glute squeeze. Interesting. Just glute bridge. I mean, I'm not going to hate on it too much. I've never tried it. But I think if you were to just load a glute bridge, it's going to be easier to load. I guess you do get a little bit of core activation from the goblet hold. It's fine, I guess. Probably a good stretch for your quads. Okay, so lunges with a split squat. I would have just done that from the start instead of the goblet squat. And then just hammer in different angles, more reps, heavier load on a singular leg. Because this is going to be, out of everything she's doing, probably stimulating growth better than anything else, right? I like them. I don't typically like alternating, but now I'm just nitpicking. It's fine. Best exercise so far. Single leg deadlift. It's more of an RDL. It's not a deadlift, but great exercise. There was another one I saw on here earlier. This one. Dumbbell deadlift to suitcase squat. So you're taking two movements that are good on their own, combining them again. For some reason, we love to combine exercises because we think it's harder, but we have to make it easier to be able to perform it. I hate it. I hate everything about it. The RDL down, so you're getting the stretch reflex, right? Or the stretch of the hamstring into the glute. But rather than getting the contraction, which is where you get the most growth from, is the stretch into the contraction. That's where you're fighting the resistance. You drop into a squat, suitcase squat. You just did goblet squats. Do suitcase squats and then do RDLs. Right? But don't RDLing and then not activating those muscles to pull the load is pointless. right? Yeah, you're getting glutes from the deadlift, right? Hinge, I guess, from the suitcase squat, because a suitcase squat really is more of a hinging pattern than a squat, right? It's a trap bar deadlift. Don't do them together. I'll give her a 7 out of 10 for not a lot of equipment, right? And movements weren't terrible. We've seen worse. There's hope we'll probably see worse. She's in great shape, but 7 out of 10. Just coming through. Trying to find really whatever I can. Deidre. Let's take a look at Deidre. Warm up. She put a warm up in there. 10 to 15 minute warm up. We got sumo deadlift, leg press, leg extension, deficit lunge, and kickbacks. So it seems pretty glute heavy. Big surprise. Sumo deadlift from a deficit. Good movement. Her form looks good. Looks okay. She probably does them often. It's a good exercise. If you know how to deadlift properly, go for it. It's not something a novice is going to do well, at least. Leg press, sticking with that wide, kind of high feet, right? That's going to hit the glutes more. Bring them together, drop them lower. The flexion in the knee is going to be where the quads get activated, right? Ankle is staying pretty much in line with the knee. That was hard to watch. Okay, don't extend your knees like that when you leg press. But ankle is staying in line with the knee pretty much, right? A lot of a pressing movement. So glutes. Love the glutes. Leg press. So it's pretty much the same movement she was just doing from the deficit, right? If you look at where her legs are, where she's pushing through. Just it's no longer a compound movement, really. So leg extensions is kind of weird to throw in on this one, in my opinion, since it is so glute heavy. But if you want to kind of touch up, kind of hit everything in the leg a little bit, leg extensions are good. Good range of motion. I don't know why everyone does reps and then sets. I always read sets then reps, so I keep getting thrown off by like 10 sets of 4. Whoo! That's a lunge. Not bad. Not bad. For obviously what her goal is probably with this workout. It looks good. Kickbacks. Right. Not a whole lot to this one. It's a standard. I don't know if this is like a derogatory term nowadays. Instagram thought workout, glutes, right? Sumo deadlifts, leg press, kickbacks. We all know the drill. There is one There is one more that I kind of wanted to look at that I liked. Fitness foodie Flora. Okay. So she's an ultra runner. I just saw this pop up on my Explore when I was getting set up to do this video. Her video popped up, and it's a little bit different, and I like it. Like I said, she's an ultra runner. She's an athlete. I don't really know anything about her other than that, just looking at her page. So I guess stronger running legs is her focus in this. Single leg weighted heel raises. If you're gonna do a calf raise, this is how you do it. Okay? I don't know how to scroll down. I can't scroll down. But see the stretch she gets at the bottom? Well, you can't really see it, but foot is elevated right there. Toes are elevated. Getting the stretch in the calf, big squeeze at the top, loading it, right? On her back, see the weight moves. The lever is moving the weight, right? The sumo squats, the weight didn't move. She just rolled up on her toes. So this is great. I love this exercise. That little bend in the knee a little bit. It helps strengthen also like that unilateral, like being on one leg, right? Because yeah, the calf is working, but your Achilles all the way into your knee, the tendons in your knee are getting strengthened, right? And your hips. Love that. Step ups. She's not pushing off the bottom foot a whole lot. Step up isn't too high, right? Her knee isn't jangling all over the place. This is a good workout. Now, yeah, she is at a full-blown gym, so she has a bit more resources. But these are functional. These are going to make you stronger. And they're going to give you a fat ass, which is what you guys all want. This is one thing that's pretty ugly. Her trap bar deadlift is fucking abysmal. I don't know what that is. She does say that she films after she's worked out or on the last set. So if she looks wobbly, it's because she is. Filming workouts is hard. I've tried. But you can't get in the zone, right? You got to set up the camera, make sure the angle's good, and then you got to do the set, focus on the set, and then you got to pick the camera back up or make sure the fucking video looked okay, make sure it was a good enough angle. I don't know how people film full workouts. Like, you can't stay in the mindset of just getting the work done and going hard. Anyways, her trap bar deadlifts look like trash, but it's a great exercise. She might just be tired. Knees are super wobbly. And see how she's just hinging at the hip? Right? The knees aren't bending. She's just pushing her butt back. That's an RDL, or a stiff. It's more of a stiff-legged deadlift. But otherwise, it's a good exercise. And then walking lunges. I love walking lunges. You can modify them, change your stride length to focus more on glute, a little bit more quad. Great exercise. And see how much you can load them. Heavy. 2 dumbbells right here. full range of motion, hip to knee. That's what we like to see, right? Single leg movements are going to build that absolute strength in your squat. Utilize them. Stop with the fucking kickbacks, women. You don't need to do glutes all the time. Your quads are underdeveloped. Quads are sexier than glutes. I take that back. But moderate glutes with moderate quads is better than a fat ass with no quads. Just look at Kim Kardashian. Proof is in the pudding. I never ranked the second workout or rated it. What was it? The glute workout. Doesn't even deserve a rating. It's just copy and pasted. They all do that shit, right? See, this is the difference. And this is one thing I wanted to point out real quick. She's an athlete, right? And she's training her body to be strong. She's an ultra marathoner, right? It needs to be strong. And that's from muscles all the way down into joints, tendons, everything, ligaments. And these movements not only give you that, the strength through stabilization and like these single leg movements, you're able to load them heavy, get a lot of stimulus. And that's how you grow, right? 3 sets of 20 kickbacks of a weight that's not that hard isn't how you grow. This is how you grow. Through grind and repetition and being uncomfortable. It needs to hurt sometimes. Not all the time. Although if you can do it all the time. Just kidding. Stay natty. I'm just going to end it here. Okay? This is a good leg workout. I would recommend it. And it's very similar to a lot of things that I do. Minus, I mean, I'd probably have like 2 or 3 more movements in there. That's all. Hopefully I didn't offend any gym thoughts, fit chicks, Insta hoes. I don't know what they're called anymore. At the end of the day, they're probably still making more money than me off from posting them. So I am going to roast them all I want. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.